Hey y'all, I'm gonna be reacting to Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens episode 92, and I will be starting off our reaction in 1-0 go. Alright. I, I sincerely hope the final episode does something interesting. Hopefully we get a full-on Luke versus Yuga duel. So that at the very least, the series can have a respectable duel in the last episode. But then again, it's like, how respectable a duel can you be if it's going to be rushed? Now, here's my issues with this. If Yuga loses, this would be like the fourth time straight that he jobs to Luke, which, don't get me wrong, I don't mind the fact that Yuga has lost to Luke a few times, but in him losing so many times to the same opponent, it makes Yuga into like one of the most milquetoast Yu-Gi-Oh! Protagonists I've ever seen. And I've seen OG Yu-Gi-Oh!, GX, 5Ds, and some of Zexal. Hello, Ultra Wilder 671. And speaking of which, it's a damn shame that there's no holograms for this specific duel. And that there aren't any holograms in this final duel in particular. Considering the fact that these two characters are major players in the series, I sort of would have expected something a little bit more grandiose. But hey, Yuga and Luke are dueling right now. But the thing is, they're dueling without any holograms. Like, they're just using just basic cards. I mean, I guess you do have the cards represented with like some CGI here and there. But that's about it, though. So, and the thing is, this type of thing works in anime like Card Fight Vanguard Overdress. Because in Card Fight Vanguard Overdress, that series establishes that their duels are not done with holographic technology. They're done like physically. This series spent 91 episodes dueling with holograms. And now it's just regular cards. I mean, at least they're having Luke with the chanting right before he summons his card, though, so I guess that's nice to see the Dragius there. I guess he had multiple copies of Dragius. Or it's a copy of Dragius. Oh, okay, it's the Luke Man's Dragius then. And here's the thing, like, narratively, yeah, it actually would make sense that Luke would defeat Yuga, but that's going to be at the cost of Yuga, though. That's the issue. If Yuga loses this fucking duel, he will be the least accomplished Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro Tech I've seen. And that's saying something, because I do not have nice things to say about Yuma from Zexal. Like, at all. Oh my. I do like how at the very least they do have the life points counter at the very least. We actually see the life point effect. And at least now, even though it's not necessarily holograms, at least we're seeing the monsters showing off a little bit as the duel's progressing. Still isn't necessarily what I've preferred, but hey, it's better than nothing. And Senna, I will give credits too, though. Like, when you see them actually getting the cards, discarding them, the cards in their hands. Like, the animation does look good. So I chalked this all up to the writing and directorial staff making what I feel is a big ass mistake. Since when has a single drawn ever? And that's the thing. Like, this feels a little tainted because literally Luke and Yuga don't. Even Luke mentioned Yuga doesn't even have his ace cards, like, at all. He doesn't have his maximums or the fusion. So it's like, oh man, it's like the SEVENS keeps on like hitting the audience is like, oh yeah, we have this final duel, but both the characters are hampered to shit. They're not going to have the cards they normally have access to. You know what this does? Even if Yuga were to win, this would make, like, any win or loss, it would make it feel hollow. I mean, hey, even if Yuga loses, it won't mean shit because they didn't even have both their full decks. Oh! Wait a minute! So is that implying he's got multiple copies of either the fusion card or maybe even maximum summons? He could have the volcano one. Okay, so Yuga actually won. Here's the thing, though. No, our boy won because he wanted to give Luke that card. Yeah, but would have been one of the maximum summons. Oh, yeah, would have been one of the maximum summons. Oh. I mean, at least they're finishing off the duel, but they just do it in like the most inconsequential way. It's like, I mean, hooray, he finally beats Luke. And like one of the most laziest ways, though. Don't get me wrong, I'm happy Yuga won. But it's like, how can I enjoy this victory? How? Looks at it himself. They didn't have. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to see our boy happy, but it's like, him winning in this way? Now, in saying that, if this series does kill off Yuga, that would be one of the most ballsiest moves I've seen in a Yu-Gi-Oh series. Would it save this series? Fuck no, it wouldn't. It would not save this series, but it'd be something, though. It'd be something. I do like how when it comes to this song, we got the opening, then, so that's how you know shit's about to get real. But honestly, though, the way they handled Luke versus Yuga, no. That was like one of the worst ways of handling, literally handling their rivalry. Who the fuck thought that was a fucking good idea? Who? Who on the writing staff? I swear. If the credits were subtitled, I would be throwing shit at who the fuck wrote this episode. Because it's like, you don't do that with the type of rivalry that Luke and Yuga had. But whatever. Maybe they'll make Otis versus Yuga interesting. At least the rest of whatever the fuck is left of this match. I wouldn't mind if the series just said fuck it and we see a full-on mecha fight. I wouldn't mind that at all. That'd actually be kind of cool in boss. It'd be unexpected. I'm maybe laughing if all this time it took Yuga just a single fucking card to win this match. And I'd be like, what the fuck was the point of the intermission? Well, he probably had a quick spell or a trap card. Yep. Honestly, I mean, don't get me wrong. That's a damn cool effect, actually. And I even love how symbolic it is, too, when it comes to, like, the 7 trump cards from all of his friends. It does make the victory, well, his 6 friends and himself. It makes the victory feel a little bit more monumental. Oh, fuck! You know the irony here? If he didn't have to duel Luke, he would have been it. Yo, would Otis really want to win in that manner? Would he really want to win the bitch way? That's the thing, because if he wins like that, that'd be by winning like a fucking bitch. At this point, I think Luca's willing to risk it all. Yo, is he actually willing to die for a card? If this motherfucker's willing to die for the sake of duels, I'd be like, holy shit. I don't even know how to react. I don't know if I would be impressed, shocked, or annoyed. And you know what? It depends on how they handle it. Because Yugo would be the first character that would die for the literal sake of a children's card game. oh man, I don't even know what to say anymore. Wait, is that literally the last time we're going to see you? Whoa. Damn, this OST's, I gotta admit, they really went all in with the music. As much as the writing in this episode has just been the fucked off, the animation quality and the OST and the voice acting has been fucking on point. If there's anything that succeeds, it's the voice cast, the composer, and the animators. Okay, I've been waiting to see Otis's face. Please, at least show the motherfucker's face. Yes! Fuck yeah, you got wrecked! Oh, at the very least, that was a fucking win. Fuck! I wanted to see who the man was, though. Oh, maybe he became the president? Hey! Yes! Fuck yeah! Our girl got promoted. Fuck yeah! Woo! Does this make the episode good? No, but as a Mimi fan, at least she became vice president. I mean, hey, I'll take it. I'll fucking take that. Any day of the week. But again, he's the list 6 go also leans with the president then. I don't think they'd want to fuck with Swirly. I love the way they treat our Yuga Gohai. Oh. All right. I like how at the very least they changed the status quo. Some world building. At least the episode's doing something. Still not liking the horrible vibe of the last episode, but hey, at least there's some positives. Oh, this Jurassic Park motherfucker. Yo, someone needs to get Hunt off of his high horse. Oh man. Okay. Okay, yo, Yoshi, he's become a badass. Yo, okay. They better show Luke, Gokto, and Romin in their middle school character designs because I'll be fucking pissed if we don't get to see their times. Okay, fine, middle school time. All right, cool. Gokto, super serious as always. I wouldn't expect anything less. Oh, okay, Ranze and Minosuke. Okay, Roa. You know, that actually is a fair rule. No, but seriously, so what if there's like some people studying though? I'm just saying. Hey, is Luke the president? Oh, Sana. Yo, I love Sana with long hair. She looks okay. She looks nice. Oh no, I hate ramen, dude. Come on, get this ramen fuck off the screen. Show us Roman and Luke. I don't give a fuck about the newspaper. Like, damn it, just give us Luke and Roman. Give us what we want, fucking animators. Do it, fucking do it. I could give two shit. Oh, yes. All right. Best girl in this. Oh wait, second best girl. That's definitely an Akira reference. I don't think she cares about that shit. Has Luke been going to school? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if Luke is depressed about. Oh, I mean, hey, it makes sense. I mean, his friend doesn't know what happened to him. Oh, I like how the hairstyle tiger kind of looks like Kasana's a little bit. I mean, I can see why she do. Oh, okay, that's kind of cute. I'm assuming she learned from the best there. Oh. Okay, I like how she actually summarizes what Luke's been going through for the last 2 years. Huh. You know, I actually kind of like that. Actually, telling us why he's in the state he's in, and that makes sense knowing Luke, because that's literally the first time he's ever lost. The other thing, the first thing we want to do is like, oh, I'm gonna guess Yuga's gonna come back because this is Yu-Gi-Oh! This series wouldn't have the balls of killing off a main character. Yeah, I mean, it figures that Yuga be back. What the fuck? Yo, the lack of respect to Yuga. I'm like, the motherfucker saved a duel. I'm like, what the hell? Oh, man. Yo, you know shit's real when not even the characters in this series have any respect for you at all. I'm like, damn! I'd say you guys have a lot of guts. I mean, this dude was willing to like risk himself, potentially never coming home from space in order to defeat Otis. I think that's a little fucked up that she's saying if he has any guts. I'm like, woman, he had the guts to actually risk his own life to do Otis. I don't know about y'all, but some would need to have gargantuan ass titanium balls to be able to do something like that. Honestly, this last episode is just doing it's like this last episode is doing everything in its handbook to like piss me the fuck off. I admit though, that moment where the riding the bike is kind of cute though. I ain't gonna lie. It is. I'm assuming it's probably gonna end with the Yuga and both Luke just barely starting off their last duel. That's gonna be my guess. Okay. At least we better get to see Yuga meeting Luke and an older Yuga. I'll be fucking disappointed if we don't see Yuga at all. It'd only be fair if we saw time skip Yuga. You know, what the fuck? What the fuck was the point of Manoha? She did nothing. She fucking did nothing. Throughout the whole series. Except... I do like how they have opening one back. Oh, don't tell me that all this time, Otis. That Otis was Yuga from the future. What the fuck? No, don't tell me it's going to end like this. Don't tell me it's going to end like this. Oh, hell no. What the... Okay. I thought I was going to go to the end credits. What the fuck? What the fuck was that? Whoa! No! What? This was by far the shittiest ending to a Yu-Gi-Oh series I've ever fucking seen. The awfulness was obscene. What in the fuck were the writers thinking when making this last episode? Who the hell did they think this last episode was going to satisfy? All right. You're going to get to see me at the angriest I've ever been. But you know what? Fuck it. This episode, I'm going to give this motherfucking episode. You know what? No. I'll wait. Maybe they'll show us Luke talking with Yuga in like the last 20 seconds of the episode, and maybe they'll calm me the fuck down. Maybe, hopefully. Who am I kidding? I'll wait. I'm patient. For now, I'll just to break down what I thought about the other elements of the episode before I talk about the script, because maybe we'll have something like last 20 seconds. Animation quality was great, so no complaints there. Artwork was great. Voice acting was great, and the music was great. So that's it. That's it? What the fuck? No fucking way. No fucking way. Okay, you know what? This series is dead to me. I'm going to give this episode a fucking 3 out of 10 for the piece of shit that it is. And I will break down why it's a piece of shit. For one, the last duel fucking sucked. Let's just call it how it is. They could have literally fucking ended the final duel between Otis and Yuga in the previous fucking episode. Without the, oh yeah, let's just have this alarm clock shit. And then literally spending like almost half the fucking episode in episode 91 setting up Luke and Yuga versus Space. Because with the way they handle it, Luke versus Yuga in this episode sucked. We didn't have any maximum summons. We didn't have any fusions. And to make it worse, fucking Luke even fucking said, you don't have any fusions. You don't have any maximum summons. And here I'm thinking, you know what? That's true. And even though it's acknowledging the fact that Yuga's hampered in this duel, Luke's also hampered in this duel because he doesn't have his fusion card either. So it's like this victory that Yuga achieved against Luke, it felt like nothing. Oh, whoopee-doo, he beat a hampered Luke. Great job. This is amazing. No, it's not. It's fucking awful. And that insult to injury. Oh, hooray. Yuga beat Otis, the guy with the worst record in all of the villain with the worst dueling record in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! As far as main villains go. Yay, that's fucking awesome. This fucker lost to Yuga before he had Maximins and Fusions. This fucker lost to Swirly. He lost to Swirly again. And he lost to Yuga again. It's like, how the fuck am I going to feel excitement for this final duel? So literally, both the victories, both the final duels in this last episode fucking sucked for that reason. They were awful as shit. I mean, what the fuck? So that really is the issue with this episode. And and you know what's worse? It's like, all right. What's worse is this episode of all things, it implies that Yuga is Otis. That's like one of the worst plot twists I've ever. And don't get me wrong, there is foreshadowing that actually is the case. You know, that would explain why Otis has 7 Rhodes cards. That explains why he gave the card to Yuga and not even Roa. So it's not like that's an absolute assful. But even if there was foreshadowing for that, it makes you wonder, how did the looping happen? How? Like fucking how? This episode wasted so much time on pointless duels like the newspaper club dueling, the Jurassic Park fuckers dueling, that stupid episode with don't get me wrong, I like the Romaine and Princess G episode, but they could have gotten rid of that to maybe give us like maybe an explanation as to like how in the fuck did Otis do time traveling then? Like, how does that even work? How? And why? Like, that's the thing. Throughout all this, we didn't even get an explanation, because if this series is seriously implying that Otis was Yuga from the future, like, how did this happen? Why did this happen? Nope. We get no explanations about something so important either. So, that is why this episode utterly and fucking failed. It failed for that reason. And speaking of which, holy fuck. Aside from this episode feeling absolutely narratively due to how rushed it was, because we didn't get an explanation as to who the fuck Otis truly was. Yeah, it's implying that that's Yuga from the future, but it's not like it confirmed it. Aside from absolutely failing narratively, here's the other damning thing about this series. What they did to all the characters in general. Like, for one, the lack of respect to Yuga from the writers. It's like Tiger calling Yuga gutless. I'm like, woman, this dude was willing to potentially die, literally die, for the sake of dueling. And you have the gall to call this kid gutless? A motherfucker! You have no right to say shit like that, you dumb bitch. And that's what I hate about this episode. It's like the lack of respect towards Yuga. And also from the writers too, because it's like, so you turned, if this ends up being the case that Yuga is future Otis, where does that leave Yuga? So Yuga becomes the ultimate loser then that can never win a duel again? So are they trying to tell us that when you become a grown-up, you like instantly become a worse dueler, that you don't have any strategies? that you instantly lose your thinking selves when you're grown up. I mean, really, what's the messaging of this episode? That you be It's like there's all sorts of awful about that, because just think about it. All this series, we've been rooting for Yuga, and now we know that he becomes a perpetual loser. That's just fucking awful. That's why if it ends up being that Yuga is Otis from the, I mean, if Otis is Yuga from the future, that's a big ass problem then, because in a roundabout way, it really shatters Yuga's character and his potential. They make him into a loser. And I really wanted to like Yuga. I did. So this episode ruined Yuga. Let's just call it how it is. They ruined Yuga. And y'all can't tell me otherwise that isn't the case. It fucking is. And speaking of which, They ruined Tiger too with their comments. I thought she was stupid. The only characters that came out of this unscathed were just, what was it? Just Mimi. It was cool to see her become vice president. They actually built up to it too, though, how she was helping take care of the Goha siblings, looking after them. So they actually built that up pretty well. I actually like how Luke became a bit more serious. It's just a shame that, they did to Yuga what they did, though. It's like, what the hell? And then, don't get me wrong. I know they try to put it off as a gag that Luke is pissed about how things ended off with Yuga because he lost to Yuga in a duel. But I'm like, aren't you going to be sad about the fact that your friend could have potentially passed away? I mean, I guess not. I guess the anger from losing a children's card game is more riling up than potentially losing the competition to a friend, I guess. So in a way, even though I liked some of what they did with Luke, I felt they shortchanged him just based off the way he talked. Real is real. He's cool, I guess. I mean, I guess he was one of the few characters unshaved. And I did like Roman give Luke that hit. That was kind of funny. But it's just other than that, what was there to really love about this episode? Aside from, which I already mentioned, the animation quality and the art quality and the music. That's it. So yeah, that's where the writing for this episode overall. It fucking sucked. As for, yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts on the episode. I thought it was 3 out of 10 worthy. Man, fuck this Yu-Gi-Oh series. Am I gonna watch Go Rush? Yes, I am. But I'm gonna expect it to be one of the most trashiest, shittiest Yu-Gi-Ohs I've ever seen. Because it's Studio Bridge. I have no faith in Studio Bridge at all. I mean, I never had faith to begin with, but holy fuck, I expected nothing from this last episode, and I was still somehow disappointed in it. Now, as for the series overall, here's what I'm going to rate this piece of shit. Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens, it gets a 4 out of 10, man. This series is absolute dog shit. And let me explain why. Let me start out from the script standpoint. This series has pissed me off so much, I'm going to rip apart every little thing I can think about. For one, let me start with the script. Literally this series sucked up to the point where Romaine was introduced, then up to the point Mimi was introduced. It fucking sucked. The villains sucked. I mean, their motivations were awful. Let's just be real. And the thing about this series was, this Yu-Gi-Oh! Was a series with the villains with the fucking worst dueling records. Otis, 0 for 4. Not a single victory. Swirly. Let's look at his fucking victories. After he was revealed as Yuga Go, let's see. Let's look at his record. He lost to his brother. That's one loss on his resume. Then, let's see. He won maybe one duel, but then he lost to fucking Luke of all people. So literally, he's got a losing record too. And then, that Ladybug bitch was also a perpetual loser either. And then these aliens, they were hyping up these aliens and they fucking did nothing. They just bitched out and left. It's like this series didn't know what to do with its villains. They were like some of the most unengaging antagonists I've ever seen in the series. And that's the issue with the writing. They were nothing. They were absolutely fucking nothing. Now, the only compliments I'll give it was the Goff siblings arc was pretty good. But that was just a short bit of the series because it was nice actually seeing all our main characters participate. It was nice seeing Yuga lose some duels, don't get me wrong. That was probably the only arc I could say was good from start to finish. And I guess I got to give praise to like the Neil arc. That was some, well, at least the final bit of the Neil arc, which was just Neil versus Yuga was fucking good. Because I love how Yuga lost, and then you see how he was psychologically taken aback. And I did like the narrative decision of Yuga losing to Luke a few times to build up Luke as a nice rival character. Despite how badly the series handled it, there were some positives. Had the best Yu-Gi-Oh! Female characters, and it had the second best rival only behind Sento Kaiba. But despite that, this series was still an epic failure because first part of the series was bad, and the last portion of it fucking sucked. And the ending was rushed to shit. So that's why narratively, this series, it was an epic failure from start to finish. And I gave this series a fucking chance. I watched every fucking episode. So I have the right to talk shit about this series. And you know what else sucked? The characters. Well, most of them anyway. Let me just bring my piece. The good characters were Mimi, Romin, Luke, and I guess I did like Asana and Roa. That's fucking it. All the other characters, they fucking sucked. And let me start out with the most damning antagonist, the worst antagonist of all Yu-Gi-Oh! Otis. His motivation sucked. I already mentioned his dueling record, so I'm not going to beat that dead horse. I already beat that dead horse multiple times. But my problem with him is they didn't explain anything about him. They didn't explain his origins. They didn't explain how he came to be. They didn't do anything. So it's like the series, shit. What the fuck were they doing with Otis then? Nothing. And that's what makes him a terrible character. He did absolutely nothing aside from just be around in the fucking background. So it's like, whoop-de-fucking-do. Yay. Best Yu-Gi-Oh! Antagonist ever. No. He's the fucking worst. Yuga sucked as a Yu-Gi-Oh! Pro tech. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't mind that Yuga lost to Romin or Luke. But it's just eventually when you had Yuga take the L's he took, I'm like, okay. At some point, it became a joke, and defeating Yuga wasn't an accomplishment anymore. I'm like, are you fucking serious? And my issue with Yuga was he never really went through like any trauma at all throughout this series. At least with Luke, he had something. Yuga had almost nothing, and let me explain why. Yeah, there were those moments where he lost, and then he was all depressed, but then he was instantly like happy again when he got like. In one case, when he was doing Neil, he got maximum summons and his trauma was gone. Or when he was facing the Goth siblings, he lost. He was angry. Oh, he got a fusion summon. Hooray! That's how we solve Yuga's problems. Instead of finding a creative solution of destroying those maximum summons or fusions like fucking Roa did, where he was able to beat Yuga without the use of maximums or fusions, or how Luke did it, where he was able to defeat Yuga even though he didn't have a fucking maximum summon in his deck, or like how Goto tied against Neil even though he didn't have a maximum. Instead of having Yuga utilize his intelligence, his smarts to resolve his traumas, all his traumas were resolved with, I'll take this card. That'll solve my problems. Oh, it's a fusion. Thank you very much. Oh, fusion rots in a meter. Thank you very much, Plot. Thank you for Deus Ex Machina away my problems. This is so convenient. I'm like, what the fuck? How in the fuck did Studio Bridge thought that was a great idea of solving the problems of the main character? So that's how you guys, the main character, fucking fails. Now, if he would have been able to win duels in the style of, say, Roa or Gokto, winning without all those buffs in their decks, I'd be like, Yuga, I respect it. You're a fucking no. They couldn't do that for Yuga, even though he was the main fucking protagonist. So Yu and his dueling style was among the worst dueling styles I've seen for a protagonist in Yu-Gi-Oh! Now, here's another character that they fucked up too. Tiger. She really fucking sucked because here's why. Here's one of the damning instances. It's like when she was going up against Yuga, it's like, woman, just explain that if they help out Surly, he becomes Yuga Go and he goes absolutely insane. What would have prevented Tiger from utilizing common sense? What is she, fucking stupid? Like, literally. I would expect that type of shit from fucking Luke, not from Tiger, who was established as an intelligent lady from the start of the series towards up to that point. And after, it's just been Tiger taking L and L and L from as a character standpoint. Yeah, she may have beat Yuga, but she was fucking stupid, so it's not like I could have felt super happy about her. So they ruined Tiger's character at that moment for me. Who else did they fuck up? Kaiser was just a simp for Romaine. Not much to say there. They fucked up Sebastian because, don't get me wrong, I like the moments with him, but it's like when he was dueling Neil, I would have loved to have seen his duel. But even then, when Neil got his memories back, it happened off screen. Asana's Cavalry Club, oh yeah, the Cavalry Club didn't get anything because their duel got off screen, so it's like, hooray for rushing, this is awesome. Ronze, they didn't do fuck all with it. It's not like she romanced anyone. All the recipient for men was for nothing. It was just there. So that was a waste too. Nanoha, what did she fucking do? She was just there to laugh evilly, and that's it, and look cute. What else to say about her? Nothing. She failed as a character, and she fucking sucked as an antagonist. Can't say much about her. Yashio, he was only there to be Mimi's son, and that's it. That's all. Didn't do fuck all. Newspaper Club and Ramen Club and the fucking... Oh, yeah, the Jurassic Park Club. What did they do? Absolutely nothing. So, really, most of the characters in this series are wasted. I mean, I'll go and talk about the positives, though. Oh, man. I struggled for a second to think of positives. Oh, man. This series finale has stressed me the fuck out so much. Here are the positives. Roman, I liked her as a character. I like how she had the arc where she was struggling to juggle dueling with her singing career, and she realized she can just do both, musical and dueling. I like that. I like how she was able to beat her idol, Princess G. I like that kind of stuff. So I liked how they gave her arc and how she was able to put up a good fight against her idol. That was cool. I like how Rob went from like being alone to eventually building his bond with his friends. I like his character arc. I even like the fact that he was able to beat Yuga in a duel without utilizing fusions and maximum summons. I'm like, I wish Yuga would have been able to do that. So he was a cool character. I liked Neil. He was all right. Luke was the second best rival. I even liked how he had a fear of his sister that he got rid of near the end of the series. So those are positives. But it's like, holy shit, though. These positives don't make up for the low cast status of the series, because even though, yes, and Mimi was a good character too. I gotta admit, I do like the fact that when it comes to Mimi, they at the very least for her made her actually see what their goal. By technicalities, she did become a vice president, which is better than nothing. So those are some positives with the series, but it's like the series had more bad characters than good characters, and they fucked up with the most important character of the series, which was Yuga. So at this point, from a character standpoint, this series fucking sucked. Visually, this series looks better than Shaman King. So Studio Bridge tried, but even when they tried, they still suck, because this series does not look as good as the other card game anime. Doesn't look as good as Shadowverse. Doesn't look as good as Spell Divide. And doesn't look as good as Card Fight Vanguard Overdress. So even visually, among the card games, this is the weakest And every season that this series was airing, it was the weakest looking card game anime throughout its whole run. And I watched all the other card games too. So y'all can't say I'm full of bullshit. Look at my fucking playlist. I suffered through 40 episodes of Shadowverse. I watched all of Card Fight Vanguard Overdress that's released so far, and I've reacted to every episode of Build Divide. So y'all can't say I'm fucking bullshitting. So this series was the worst visually when it came to not just all the Yu-Gi-Ohs, but all the currently airing card games too. So visually, this series gets a C minus. Yeah, there was a lot of animation usage, but yeah, the series tried in the final episodes. But the thing is, I got to consider that more than half of the series looked mediocre to below average, and this was the least aesthetically pleasing looking Yu-Gi-Oh! In the whole franchise. The artwork was eh. Yeah, it was on model, but it's like the most visually unappealing Yu-Gi-Oh! I've ever seen. I mean, come on now. They should have used Studio Gallop, for fuck's sake. Oh, man. What happened to you, Yu-Gi-Oh? You used to... Yu-Gi-Oh! You were a good franchise back in the day, Yu-Gi-Oh! What the fuck happened? What happened to you? I'm sad. Like, y'all don't know how much this hurts me saying this. I used to buy the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. I bought the Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Disc, for fuck's sake. I mean, y'all don't know how much this makes me sad. I even bought some of the Yu-Gi-Oh DVDs when I was a kid. I even bought the Yu-Gi-Oh Duel Dice Monsters thing when I was a kid. Y'all know how much this hurts as a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh fan to be calling this a Yu-Gi-Oh series piece of shit. It fucking hurts. The only positive I can say is that the voice acting was great and the music was pretty good. Even though there wasn't a lot of OST variety, at least the soundtracks they had sounded good, but it's like that's it. That's the only thing I can give it credit for, but other than that, I can't really think of anything else to give compliments to this series because that's it. Other than that, this series, it fucking sucked. And honestly, I'm fucking worried for the future of Yu-Gi-Oh! And out of curiosity, let me just check how people feel about the... Wow. I'm surprised people actually like the finale. Yeah, I'm taking my own list. Out of 4 people commented on it, only one of them didn't like it. Well, even if I'm in the minority, when it comes to like not liking any, I still stick by my guns. And this is the worst Yu-Gi-Oh! That I've ever seen. And I still think this is a bad Yu-Gi-Oh! And a bad series in general. But yeah, just find it interesting that people actually like, well, at least for the most part, it seems like people liked it. I didn't, though. This literally, there was just so many things wrong with this finale and the series, which I've already broken down why the finale sucked. But yeah. I'd say the only other thing I can think of is, I guess I did like those live action segments when they showed off that super hyper guy. I guess I could say that is a positive. But I'd say other than that, though, the series sucked. It fucking did. I'm going to call how it is. Because with the bad writing, the animation not being that good, the mostly bad characters, like all that make for one of the worst packages of animation I've ever seen. And that's why I can, with a shadow of doubt, if I had to rate this thing from a scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being abysmal, 5 being out of 10 being exceptional, I stick with a 4 out of fucking 10. And I will not miss this series at all. But in saying that, yes, I will be there day one for motherfucking, what was it? What is it? Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush? Is that what it's called? Let me look it up. Yeah, I'm going to look it up right now. Just to see. Yeah, I'm going to be there for Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush. I'm going to be there day 1, I'm going to react to it. I'm going to just cross my fingers, hope it improves, hope it's a good Yu-Gi-Oh! Despite me absolutely loathing this, I can only hope maybe Studio Bridge will make a better product. Maybe they'll make the next Yu-Gi-Oh! With better characters, with good writing, hopefully a better animation style now that they're used to this fucking art style. Even though, yeah, because I saw the key visuals for Go Rush. The visuals don't look nice, but at this point, they gotta be used to the art style. So maybe they'll be able to produce episodes with a lot more proficiently. At least one would hope. But yeah, these are my thoughts on Yu-Gi-Oh! Sevens. By far the worst Yu-Gi-Oh! I've seen, and I'm not gonna miss it at all. Nope. Mm-mm. The only thing I'll probably do is maybe I'll listen to the opening on occasions because the opening for this series is actually pretty good. But that's about it, though. I mean, other than that, yeah, these are pretty much my thoughts on the final episode and the series in general. Holy fuck. I did not think I was going to make my live stream last 51 minutes, but I had to give out my thoughts. This final episode pissed me the fuck off. And I had to give a dose of honesty. I'm not going to give fucking praise to a series that doesn't deserve it. Hell, fuck no, I'm not. But anyways, right before I go, let me just say thank you very much to Ultra Wilder 671. Thank you very much for commenting on the live chat. Everyone else, thank you very much for watching my video. Hope y'all rate it, share it, comment, or subscribe. And I'll see y'all later if you come back more, because you're not going to want to miss my reaction to Go Rush, because, yeah, I'm definitely reacting to that, but I'll react to it with an open mind. Every single time I start a freshly made new Yu-Gi-Oh!, I always go in as optimistic as possible, even though with how many times Yu-Gi-Oh! Has failed me over the last few Yu-Gi-Ohs, I don't even know why I still have hope in this series, but you know what? The original Yu-Gi-Oh! Keeps on making me come back. I always think, oh, maybe some of them will be at least as good as the original Yu-Gi-Oh! Or at the very least as good as the last two seasons of GX or the first two seasons of 5Ds. I always have that hope. It's probably misplaced, but hey, I'm an optimist. But anyways, thank y'all so much for watching my video, and I hope you have a fun, great, safe day and night, y'all. And bye-bye, everyone.